Mom8000 Reviews here with another video review. Today we have the 2015 Generations Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Breakdown. So to start this review off, we're going to take a look at his packaging, some quality control with the shippers. Was that I know it was to keep it safe, but they actually taped the actual package to the card. So when I took that off, it left like a ton of sticky adhesive left over, which of course my dog hair is attracted to anything sticky. Thus, I got this crummy looking packaging. But aside from that, it's got the normal packaging on the front with the schematics of all the others. You got the nice new black on red Transformers logo. The Generations logo up here in the top right corner. You can see that it combines to form Menasor, which I will be coming out with a review on after this because this is the last component. And here it lists the other Stunticons needed to form Menasor and where Breakdown goes. You've got a nice product shot of Breakdown here, along with his car mode. You see he's got Decepticon logo next to Breakdown's name, and a bio. So for the bio, it says, Breakdown is always worried that he is being watched. The Decepticons take full advantage of his need to remain unseen and mobilize him as a scout. Paranoia comes in handy when you're trying to avoid detection. So it's got a nice bio on him. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. So next we will be reviewing his accessories. So for his accessories, we have his foot/hand/gun and his gun/combat knife. So starting off with the gun/combat knife, which I just dropped. This utilizes it best, the feature where it can either be a knife or gun. The other ones don't do that very well. Like, they don't have as straight as a handle, or they don't line up well, or they don't even look like a gun, they just look like a tilted over blade. But this one actually looks good. As you can see, it can work as him holding a rifle, like so, angling up so you can see that. But it can also work as a combat knife, just like this. So it's a very cool weapon for Breakdown. Getting it off to the side along with Breakdown. You have his foot, and to turn it to a hand, you fold out the fingers, fold this section down, and fold the thumb around. Though I am not going to be showing you how to turn him into an arm, because he's a leg, not an arm. But I do love the Scramble City feature. So there's his hand mode, and to turn it to a gun, you just turn it back to a foot, and basically fold the thumb over it. And sure, you've got fingers exposed, but it's not meant to be a gun, so I can get over it. And then, once again, peg it into his hand. Pretty sure it's a 5mm peg, just like most other weapons. So that's it for the accessories. Now getting into the actual figure itself. Angling up just a bit and zooming out, we can see it is a great looking representation of the Breakdown character himself, what he looked like in the G1 cartoon mixed with how he looks in the comics. It's all around good looking. It's got his classic looking orange face with a blue helmet. Everything just looks perfect. And also, as you can actually see on the comic itself, I don't have the comic with me right now, you can actually peg this onto the back and give him back cannons that make him super back heavy, and you do not want to put them there. But for the articulation, he's got ball jointed shoulders, so good range of motion. His head is on, looks like a ball joint too, so you get a good range of motion. His elbows are on some sort of loose ratchet joint and a ball joint, and nothing at the wrist, sadly. No wrist swivel. Makes me disappointed. He has weird articulation here that makes him bobble here at the side. I don't even know what that's for. Here he has a swivel at the upper thigh and a bend at the knee on a pin joint. And nothing really at the foot. I mean, you could consider this, but that's just part of the transformation. So yeah, fairly decent articulation. You can get some good poses with this guy, utilizing his actual... Sorry about that, just had some problems with the camera. But as I was saying, you can get some great poses utilizing the actual accessories he comes with. And it is just great on display alone, let alone displayed as Menasor. If you can get him to stand up with his weird feet. Because his feet are actually made out of 2 sections. But yeah, you can get some pretty good falling over videos. His little bit of a backpack he has makes it a problem. It's weird though, he usually stands a bit easier. You can just eventually get him into a good looking pose. And yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good looking. So now we're going to have to get into his transformation, of course. What's a transform without a transformation? You're going to want to rotate the head around, untab his chest from the body, unpeg this section. Well, first you're going to have to take his arms and pull them out to the side so that that section there pulls out and gives clearance for the section to fold back. Just one click, and then you're going to unpeg it and rotate it back so that these 2 holes here on were over his abdomen have these 2 tabs pushed into them, like so. You got to fit the head in around the peg holes for the backpack, and you tab it in. So there you have that section done. You're just going to want to get everything kind of out of the way a bit. So straighten out the legs. Then you're going to take the arms and fold them up against the sides. Get it nice and compact in. You're going to take the front section of the feet, fold it up on both sides. Fold back the back sections to create a spoiler. Then you're going to separate this section from the actual leg, like this. And you're going to accordion it up. You're going to accordion the lower leg over the upper thigh. Sometimes it gets a bit tricky. And then you kind of have it like this. And you can see there's a peg here and a hole on the inside. And that just snaps into place. Going to do that on this side too. And you're going to peg this whole back section together. Gets nice and compact on the bottom, not a lot of robot junk showing. And then finally you're just going to fold this hood over along with the front wheels. And you're going to fold the windshield down over that. And you got a nice, sleek looking aerodynamic car mode going on here. I really love the way it resembles the G1 Lamborghini Countach. And like in G1 where they had the guns that would overhang them for the toy, this one actually attaches better than all of the other ones. There's the hole there. You just peg this into there. And when you fold it over, these 2 notches here will go into these 2 gaps. And if you line it up just right, which is sometimes difficult to do, it usually lines up just perfect if you tab it in the back here. Just get that right in there, and there you have it. It's so awesome looking, and you can just see the potential for Sunstreaker coming in, because he's a super powered Lamborghini Countach. This would be perfect for a giant engine on the back. Now looking at the paint job, there's some blemishes where the blue bleeds into the white, but it's pretty good. It's got a nice off-white color to it, adding to the G1-esque of the breakdown. Character, it's got a nice blue strip along the bottom like the G1 figure. The wheels are a bit updated to the G1, obviously. They have a really nice silver paint here. I really like that. There's not a lot of paint here on the little front section, but there's not much there to paint. His signature little orange plate right there. This Decepticon logo is amazing. I love its silver outline. Headlights, not, G1-esque really, but I'll go for them. These wing mirrors, not very big, pretty much useless if this was an actual car, but for toy purposes it adds the detail. Spoiler looks really nice right here on the back. It's all really nice looking. Got 15 Racing printed over here, part of the windshield sticker. Don't even know what that means. This is just all around a great figure here. For, like I said, got problems with the blue bleeding into the white, or the white bleeding into the blue. I don't know if you can see it there, but it kind of they blend into each other and create this weird light blue color. It's kind of hard to see through the camera, but it's there. Another problem I have is this section right here is a different purple from this section. This one's more matte, whereas this one's a bit shinier like the other ones. Otherwise, it's pretty nice. I mean, you've got a little bit of chipping here. That's quality control issues. But otherwise, this is a great looking figure. I really love this. And weapon storage. I mean, weapon storage nowadays isn't as creative as it used to be. So, but this actually, they added a tab here. And it actually goes up against the side and looks nice. Weapon storage, I kind of still have that problem how weapon storage went from the weapons hiding away to them literally just pegging weapons on the fast cars. I just don't see that happening. That's just me though, so this is a great looking vehicle mode though, I really love it. Getting on to his limb mode for Menasor. He's, all you really have to do is sort of push on this section to pop the windshield forward, just to get your nail in there. Bring this down like it was for robot mode. Same with his actual hood. Gonna put that all together. He's got this hole on the back, and a peg on the foot. Gonna peg that in, and finally you're gonna rotate this section up. And this is really good looking. I mean, it's not G1. You get the top of the car instead of the bottom like G1. You can do the bottom, but I don't like it really. Number one, it's made so that now you've got more foot sticking out the front than the back, and his heel isn't very well supported. And plus, when you have Menasor connected, his knee has an edge over his shin that makes it look really ugly. So turning it back to normal, and pulling out the Motormaster torso, you can just take it over, get the nice connector joint, pop it in place, and you got a really nice looking leg there. And you've got a really large figure. Though I am looking forward to Combiner Wars Devastator, because Combiner Wars Devastator is going to be 2 times the size of this. So for a size comparison, so you're getting an idea of how big Menasor is, here's Deluxe Class Drift, because he's practically the only thing I have with me right now. So putting him to the side, and putting Motormaster to the side, and just getting Breakdown back into his car mode. It's all around my favorite out of this new Combiner Wars line. It's just absolutely great. I mean, from the paint job, to the sticker detail, to the robot mode, to his limb mode, everything's just great. I mean, this would look good in any display, really, in any of his modes. I really can't recommend this figure enough. But here we are at the end of the review. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my video review of this breakdown figure. It's amazing. You should buy it. If you like this review, of course, leave a like. If you have any questions or requests on what you want me to review next, leave it in the comments. And for more content just like this, subscribe. I will see you in the next review.